Hello. So you have already helped your child to talk on the phone confidently. Also, you have helped your child to enjoy music like any other teenager, right? I guess your child is either in high school or in the process of getting ready to go to the high school from primary school because he or she is a teenager. If you want the child to be comfortable into the high school, you need to help him to have a smoother transition from primary school to high school. It's a big change, People are different, rules are different, expectations are different, environment is different. The child needs a lot of adjustment and might feel lost if you don't help. So what can you do? I'm going to give you some tips today at that level, at two levels. One where the child is ready to go to the high school next year, or the child has just gone to the high school for 1 year. You need to support the child. So starting with the first one, the child is ready to go to the high school. How will you prepare the child to have a seamless transition from primary to high school environment? The first thing is information. You have already selected the school. Do you need to give information to the school? And you need to take information from the school. I'll explain that. What information you need to give? You need to meet the staff, the principal, basically who are going to be the class teachers for your child. Talk to them, have a formal meeting with them, fix meeting, asking for the time, and give them information about the child. For example, they should know what is the diagnosis of your child. What is the hearing ability of your child? What are the strengths of your child? What are the weaknesses of your child? What is the audiogram of your child? What are the special needs of your child, like changing battery, using FM system or mini mic, all that. And also, what are the learning style of your child? How does your child learn best? What are the limitations your child has? What are the challenges your child is facing? All the reports from the primary school should be shared with this staff. If your child has any medical need or needs any medicine, you should tell that also to the staff. So the whole information has to be with the staff. The staff feels comfortable that to take a different child. Now, what information you should get from the school? Find out about the important days and the timeline. Important days like when is the assessment, what are the dates for the semester, what are the dates for holidays, what are the big days like sports day, drama day or orientation day. When are the orientation meetings held? What about PTA, Parent Teacher Association? If you want to be a member of Parent Teacher Association, what is the process? What is the procedure? If you want to volunteer to help the staff in teaching, what is the procedure? What is the staff? All this information, and how do the staff connect with the parents? How is the communication? What is the mode of communication between the parent and the staff? All this information you should get from the school. Now, another thing you need to know is arrange a transition meeting with the staff. I'm sure you will attend the orientation day and orientation meeting which is organized by the school. I'm sure you'll take the school tour also with your child. What I'm talking about is you take special time with the staff or with the principal, where you take your child and introduce your child to the teacher. This way, the teacher would know the child, have met the child, and will be more comfortable to have a child with different needs in her or his class. Another thing, what you need to do is consider the social network and friends. Find out if any friends of your child are going to that school. In fact, even in while selecting a school also, I would be careful that if my child has some friends going to a school, I would prefer to send my child to the same school, because I will have parent support and I'll have the children's support. The children will be the buddies for my child, so consider that. Also, if you have another child, for example, if the child has an older sibling, then wherever the older sibling is going, the child should be going there. So you have to consider these friends and networking, and because that will be a role model for the child, and that will be advocate for the child and support for the child. Another thing you need to check is that your child is comfortable in the school. So find out about the extracurricular activities which are available. Get the information from the school also about how do they select the teamwork. How do they select the team? Which child should go into what team? How do they put the children together? Because that is going to help the networking. Also, if your child prefers to go to one extracurricular activity, like suppose the child likes drama or dance or music, singing, or even sports or arts, then what is the criteria? Do they allow every child to go to any activity of his or her choice, or there is a selection process? So all this you need to have information. All this will be helped if there is a friend of the child going to the same school. Okay, now this is all what you need to do before sending the child to the school. Now you have put the child into the school. In the first year, your child will still need some hand holding and support. So what are the tips for you? What can you do in that? Be visible is the first one. What I mean is that the staff should see you quite often in the school. So how will you do that? Become a member of Parent-Teacher Association, meet the staff, take special permission to meet the staff, find some excuse to meet the teacher or the principal on festival days, good days, their birthdays, anything. Keep in touch with the staff, keep in touch with the school, and build your relationship with the staff and the principal. That will help. Volunteer services during the sports day or annual day or any outing that is required. That will also make you quite visible in the school. Reach out for support is the next one. If you need any support, don't hesitate to ask. Find out if your child needs a support, then provide that support. For example, you will need a support for extracurricular activities. You will need a support for wireless technology. You will need a support when the child wants to change the battery or the sound processor is not working. Something like that. Regular check-in with your child is also important. Keep an eye whether your child is falling behind the class or is at that pace. You help your child to keep the pace with the school and help your child to be more organized in time. Time management should be your priority when the child goes to a high school. Child should not be late. Child should be ready for assessment. Child should be doing proper homework. All that you will have to check for the first year till the child is independent on his or her own. If the child needs any extra support, find out if there is any teacher in the school who can help your child in managing the homework or schoolwork and support the child in the class. Find out if there is a teacher who's trained in special needs. Find out if there is any teacher who has already taught the children with hearing differences, and rope in that teacher and let your child be under her wings. That will help. Also use a wireless technology. You know what happens? These children who are teenagers, when they go to the school, regular school, they don't want to use wireless technology because they don't want to stand out. They want to be part of the stream. They don't want to show that they are anyway different from the other children. So sometimes it's a challenge to make them use wireless technology because it helps them to listen better. Talk to the teacher, convince the teacher about these wireless technologies, because you will need the cooperation and support of the teacher for wireless accessories to be used in the class. For example, the child has to give for mini mic, the child has to give the microphone to the teacher, and when the teacher leaves, the child has to take it back, and if the teacher is not willing to wear it, then there is a problem. So therefore, see that there is smoother transition about this, and the child, talk to the child. What you can say to the child is, I understand you don't want to use this technology, but try it. Try it for 1 month and then decide if it helps you to understand better, to listen better, and if you feel less tired after using this, then continue using it. If you have any problem, then don't use it. Just try for 1 month. This way, convince the child rather than dictate the child that you have to wear it. Okay? So the child should try. Keep a buddy also along with the child. The buddy who will support the child, encourage the child, and be the advocate of the child, so that other children don't bully the child. Show the extra wireless accessories to the peers, to the classmates, so they know what the child is using. So then they will accept it better, and your child will also accept the wireless accessories. Find out where does your child need help and give that support and help. Wish you all the best. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any particular issues, please write in the comment section and I will get back to you. Thank you.